Intro to Malcolm in the Middle, by the way. It was an old show. Had Heisenberg. Malcolm in the Middle, by the way. There we go. Alright, so it's working. So, what we got left for this particular mission is question marks. Fantastic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okie dokie. I got another sheet of 10 up on the outside of the cabin. That leaves, I don't know, maybe 2, maybe 1. One of the sheets of 10 has to be cut to length. It's not quite, like, it's way too fucking long, and I don't want to overlap the sheets of 10 for no reason. Just like take this humongous part of the pieces of 10 and just overlap them for no obvious reason at all. That'd be dumb. That would not be the smartest thing that I've ever done. I'll tell you that much for free. So yeah, I'm going to like I said, try not to overlap it by going ahead and cutting the pieces. I'm going to take my next piece and I'm going to measure it and I'm going to cut it. I already, well, that's a pain in the ass already. Once you bust off to the top of this particular can of biscuits, you might as well just go ahead and do the rest. You know what I mean?
Job. The clients are KGB contacts from my Columbia days. Don't worry,
really?
They had nothing to do with Zadornov. They lost a lot of comrades to the eye and the finger. The NVA lost high-ranking staff too, but also their families, their children. To the east, the two were a reason to be afraid of the dark. Their extradition to face trial is even on the table in the peace talks. Now that they're out of Laos, the two are enjoying a relaxing vacation in a loophole, one surrounded by minefields and barbed wire. Even if the war ends, the East fears their return. For our clients, it will only truly be over when these two are dead.
Really? Okay, man. Alright, here we go. So, I'm going to measure it, I'm going to cut it, and it might cover both sides of roof gables. It might. I don't know. Maybe.
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
I've sent VIs.
Dude, fucking 6 of them.
Take a good look.
6 more non-lethal rounds.
Mission info.
Come on now.
Boss,
let's do this.
This is the target.
Map has been updated.
Okay. I haven't taken out the camera.
You alright?
Are you kidding me? Are you double kidding me? There we go. Look at this scoot, brother. Come on, boys.
Wake up!
Okay. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's having a good time.
Go check it out.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Guy in the tower is down. Now, how long has it been since I started this mission? Because the other target should be on his way or already at the old prison area where they were keeping Chico in the main mission. So anyway, once I get one roof all gabled up, or one roof gable done, covered in tin, whatever. Once that's done, then I can start on the other one. And as soon as that's done, then that creates the hard outside covering that my loose fill insulation will bump up against. Okay, so the other target is already here. That's good.
Has been updated.
See him? There's a third guy over yonder.
Lie down.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
I can't fucking shoot through the bars, man. These tranquilizer darts don't go through the bars.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials. The pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper
Did you
spotter
see him
team.
put on that
In
hat?
country, they were known as Glaz and Palitz, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Get down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh? What's up?
Can I please? Pretty please with cheese on top? No. No. Okay.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials. The pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known as Mgsv and Pellets, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Okay. He needs to take a seat.
What the? Man down!
Okay, here we go. Don't know why this is still locked. They had to get in here somehow. Alright, whatever, man.
Prisoner, you gonna help him?
Here we go. Okay.
That's target B, Pellets.
Get down.
Not has been detected.
Okay. We're gonna have to hold these guys up so that they don't wake up. I got a better idea. You come with me. Get in the car, and now you'll never wake up. Good, good, good. We're starting to win here. We are starting to win. So, like I said, once I cover the other roof gable, I can go ahead and actually place the loose fill insulation inside the cabin, and everything will be good to go from there. I want you to know the difference between real construction and the shit that you see on YouTube. You know, a couple of guys with sticks digging a hole that they then magically transform into a mansion that has, you know, perfectly blue-green water running through it. The difference between real construction and that YouTube shit is, first and foremost, there's evidence of real construction actually working, and there's evidence of that stuff on YouTube not working. The leftovers of those particular videos, all those things that 2 guys with 2 sticks built. We've got the actual pictures of what happens a couple months after they build this thing. We also have the, you know, tire treads and tracks from the construction equipment and stuff like that. So we have, you know, all of the above whenever it comes to, you know, the evidence of them faking it.
I've sent the target's fields of movement to your iDroid. These are averages worked up from a study by the intel team.
So it's more than just one thing. But like I said, there's evidence that modern construction works. There's evidence that these YouTube videos are fake. But also at the same time, you have to look at the livability of a structure. If you're looking at a YouTube video and someone, for example, takes, you know, plastic wrap and sticks and makes something that could resemble a cabin if you closed both eyes and pretended that they had built a cabin instead. If you're looking at that and you're saying, like, why doesn't everybody do this? It's because of the
Mission objective is to
results.
eliminate the targets. Just knocking them out or putting them
So,
to sleep won't cut it.
there's a video out there about...
This is Morpho. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
There's a video out there that's about somebody making a cabin out of sticks and saran wrap or plastic wrap. And in fact, there's more than one video. This is a reasonably common thing that people do.
Why later? For now, take out his buddy.
But in one particular video,
Leave the rest to us.
the difference between the outside temperature and the inside temperature of the cabin, which is fully loaded up with a
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate the targets.
the cabin is fully loaded up with a
Extracting the second target.
with a wood burning stove, a wood burning tent stove. Even though it's fully loaded up and everything, the difference between the outside temperature below freezing and the inside temperature is like 18 degrees. Now, would you want it to be, you know, negative 10 degrees outside, but you can successfully, on the inside of your house, have it be 8 degrees? No. No, that's not something that you would have wanted. Would it?
Mission complete. Boss, that was superb.
Really?
But you could have pulled that off.
I pretty much did the same thing that I did last time, with a couple of exceptions. Fastest completion, fastest target extraction of both targets. B, C, and A. So, do it again. Faster and hopefully cleaner this time. That'll be my next big task. Do it again, even faster, even cleaner. And hopefully I can get both of those and the S rank. But you have to look at the results. So if you're, if you, like that's an unlivable structure, right? If you design a cabin that's nothing but sticks and plastic wrap, then that's an unlivable structure, because once it's if it's negative 10 degrees outside and you can only get it up to 8 degrees inside of your home, that's an unlivable structure, period. There's nothing that you can do or say to make that less bad than it is. It's supremely bad and it cannot be fixed. So that being said, what are some alternatives? The key difference whenever it comes to livable structures in the modern era is really all insulation. That's all it is.
Together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known as Glass and Blitz, the eye and the finger. I sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Let me go ahead and knock this guy out and hold him up.
Remember, boss, this is a sneaking mission. If you're detected, the targets are bound to take extra precautions. It's crucial that you eliminate the targets quickly and quietly. Do not let the enemy see you.
How about all three of you guys get in the car? How about that? That means I'm going to have to be even faster than I normally am. Terminal Dell! Great fucking googly moogly, man. Okay. So, are these guys gone? No. I could have had a no reflex bonus, but oh well. We did our best. Okay.
This job. The clients are KGB contacts from my Columbia days. Don't worry, they had nothing to do with Zadornov. They lost a lot of comrades to the eye and the finger. The NVA lost high-ranking staff too, but also their families, their children. To the east, the two were a reason to be afraid of the dark. Their extradition to face trial is even on the table in the peace talks.
Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Who thinks they see me? This guy thinks he sees me. Okay. So that should knock out most of the people who are capable of seeing me while I am up trying to get our first target here. Good.
All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 6.
What in the fuck is this?
Hey, you okay?
What in the fuck, dude? I was right there.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials. The pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known
I
as
cannot
Glas
fucking
and
win
Blitz,
with this thing, dude.
the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your eye droid. Take a good
All
look.
fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Delta 6. We'll investigate immediately. What the?
You found him. That's target A. Glas.
What in
Take
the
him out.
fuck is going on?
Boss, the mission
Dear
objective
sweet
is to eliminate the targets. Just knocking them out or putting them to sleep won't cut it.
Come on. Okie dokie. We're gonna move. We gotta groove. We gotta scoot. Man. This sucks. And I have no fucking clue where the other target is, because after that reset, there's a fucking 100% chance that they went ahead and, even though he's been loaded in this entire time, he just now noticed.
Heads up. Lie down. CP, this is Delta 9. threat in the area. We're tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out.
I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look. Open the menu tab, then select Mission Info.
So, just as I suspected, they took the entire car full of goons that was here, and now that entire car full of goons is gone, which means that it didn't stop the other target from coming on in here
Has been updated.
and having a gay old time, but the other target isn't here yet, so that's even cooler. What the fuck? Okay, well, if the other target isn't here yet, then I'll sit this guy down, I'll hold him up, set everything up to wait for the other target, I guess. Come on, big boy. So here's something that I tried to do. It's a relatively simple and easy thing, like I said before, to kind of just, you know, take some sticks, put some plastic wrap around it, and then call it a cabin or whatever. That's all fine and dandy. What the fuck was that? He fucking tweened his head out of the way.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials. The pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known as Glaz and Palitz, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
Okay. We'll set this guy down. We'll hold him up. We'll rush back to the old prison area. We might even have time to hold up the guard that we just put to sleep. And we might even be able to knock out and hold up the other guy, but no, we are not, because that is the sound of them approaching. Yes, they are. So where's this other guy? He's way back here. Okay. Come on with me. Alright. I'm not going to take him back to the car. You know what? I am going to take him back to the car because he's lying face up. I don't want to wait for him to stand all the way up so that he can, you know, lay all the way back down. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Please, pretty fucking please with cheese on top. There we go. I love these fucking context-sensitive buttons, man. All of that, that's just my jam. I want more of that. I want more games to do precisely that. Can we have more of that, please? Thank you. Holy shit. Okay. So this morning's chores were, well, here's something that I tried to do, hoping that it would work. With someone able to make
A prisoner. You gonna help him?
with someone able to take a couple of sticks and some plastic wrap and make what they call a cabin out of it for very little money. What I tried to do is replicate that process but add insulation. Now, there's something called cellulose insulation. Cellulose insulation is made out of cardboard, and you can make your own cellulose insulation with a hammer mill that you then take the base material cardboard. Our boy just woke up, didn't he? Yes, he did. You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude! Fucking brain's going to explode.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate 2 U.S. Marines officials.
Mission
The
objective.
pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces.
This is steal
They
the
were a
world's
sniper
supply of
spotter
hand
team.
sanitizer.
In country, they were known as Glaz and Palitz, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid.
So what I tried to do is, in between the outer layer of a plastic wrap and the inner layer of plastic wrap, I figured that I would put cardboard in there, the base material cardboard, which has its own insulated value all by itself. The only problem is it loses all structural integrity, and it loses pretty much everything that makes it useful in any way, shape, or form the moment that it gets wet. Well, that's fine, because there's a plastic layer on the outside of it, and there's a plastic layer on the inside of it, right? That is correct, however... I should have just kicked him and held him up, since he was already face down. Thank you, thank you. That's precisely what I wanted to do. Thank you. I love context-sensitive buttons. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Boss, this is the target. A prisoner. You gonna help him?
If they can, they will, and they have before, and will continue to do so. Alright. Where goes the guy? Let's go. So, with a layer, whenever you exist anywhere, human beings cool down with what's called evaporative cooling. We get sweaty, and then the cool wind blows or whatever, and that evaporates the sweat on our bodies, and that's how we cool down. There's a lot of places in the South that replace traditional air conditioning with evaporative cooling. But there's also a lot of places in the South that can't use evaporative cooling because it invites too much moisture into the home. So in order to live in these swampy areas, you either have to do traditional air conditioning, which dries out the air, or you would have to use an evaporative cooler in combination with a dehumidifier. So that being said, there's a lot of ways to make an evaporative cooler. One of the most simple ways that I've seen it done is to just take a box and drape a towel, a wet towel over the box, and then put a box fan behind it. So that it's, you know, doing everything that it needs to do to cool you down. It's evaporating the water off of the box. You know, all of the components are working precisely the way that they're supposed to.
Boss, the mission objective is to eliminate the targets. Just knocking them out or putting them to sleep won't cut it. Hands up, get down.
Okay. Now that guy there is going to wake up on the other side of the prison area and raise an alert. So, with human beings doing this whole evaporative cooling bit, that means that at all points in time, you're making moisture. So the inside of your home has to have walls that are capable of handling the moisture that the human body creates and then disperses into the air.
Target on board. Leave the rest to us.
So if you put, if the primary structure of your home is sticks with plastic wrap on the inside and the outside, you're going to have an effect that you might be familiar with if you've ever put leftovers in a Tupperware container. You know, whenever there's moisture on the inside of the Tupperware container, because it's hotter inside the container than it is on the outside of the container. So essentially what I'm telling you is that having this, where there's 2 layers of plastic wrap with cardboard in between, that's not going to work because the cardboard will condensate and lose all structural integrity and all insulative powers. All of those things will happen all at once.
That was superb. No one but you could have pulled that off.
Fastest comp time, no kill stealth, and no weapons used. No kill stealth, no weapons used. What a fucking pain in the ass. So I'm essentially going to have to do it the exact way that Preternatural does it on his video on YouTube, on his 8-year-old video. I'm going to have to wait for a lot of people to turn away and all this other kind of stuff. Well, not necessarily. I will be able to use a light switch, shut things off, stuff like that. Anyways, so you can make something very cheap. You can, you know, throw together something that's relatively simple and easy for you to deal with and call it a cabin or whatever and live in it. It's just that, you know, make sure to insulate it. Like, my favorite is this guy that makes a $14 cabin, and the his cabin is made out of pallets that he's stuffed with dirt. Now you can do that, but you're going to have to make 2 walls and then stuff the in-between of the walls with that cardboard or whatever you're using as insulation. Myself, I'm going to use a bunch of styrofoam, and that's essentially the kind of crap that you buy at the store anyways. So it's going to be a relatively simple and easy transition. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. So I'll talk to you next time. Whew.